kids, good to see you. Pastor Joel here again for another video of Kids Church. We're glad you guys could be with us. Today we have another Kids Church question that I want to talk about, and probably guessing by what I have here, might be able to guess what this question is about. But my friend Maverick is going to ask today's question. So Maverick, go ahead, let's hear it.
Pastor Joel, how big is Noah's boat?
Whoa, Maverick, you are getting so big. Man, the last time I saw you, you were like this big. That's crazy. So how big was Noah's boat? That is a really cool question. Because I think sometimes when we read the Bible or hear the story about Noah's Ark, we don't realize just how big Noah's Ark was. And so today I brought with me my kids' Noah's Ark toy again. We showed this to you in a couple of videos before. You know, we got the elephants and we got some zebras in here too. And oh, guess what? Princess Leia is still in the Ark. My kids must have forgot to take her out. Princess Leia, you know you're not supposed to be in there. Anyway, you think with Noah's Ark, you know, with all these animals in there, it would have to be pretty big, right? Well, in the Bible, here's what it says. So in Genesis chapter 6, verse 14, it tells us how big Noah's Ark was. It says this: make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Gopher wood, I didn't know that was a type of wood. Make rooms in the ark and cover it inside and out with pitch. So that's just something to keep the water out. This is how you are to make it. The length of the ark is to be 300 cubits. Its breadth, which means how wide it is 50 cubits, and its height is 30 cubits. Make a roof for the ark and finish it to a cubit above, and set the door of the ark in its side. Make it with lower, second, and third decks. Now, you know what? I have no idea what a cubit is. So I don't know the difference between 300 cubits and 50 cubits. But what I did was I went on the internet and I figured out how this might look in today's day and age. And so as a way of kind of showing you how big the ark was, I made a couple other little videos here that I'm going to show you. So I got to go outside. So I'll be right back. So this is how long Noah's Ark is from here all the way to and this is how tall the ark was. Oh, it was chilly outside there today, and man, I'm afraid of heights. So being up on the roof of the church, that was hard, and it was cold and windy up there. But you know what? That's how big the ark was. That's crazy. And God brought all of these animals to Noah and his wife and his sons and their wives to go onto this ark so that they could be saved with this big flood coming. You know, like we talked about before, the flood that happened with Noah's Ark was kind of a big deal, kind of scary, and it definitely would have been some difficult times for Noah and his wife and his family. And you know what? This ark that we showed you was so big. But you know what? The flood was even bigger, and the problems that were even bigger. And so sometimes when we're dealing with problems and we're this it's like this ark in the middle of a flood, and all we see is difficulty and hardships all around us. Do you want to know what was bigger than the ark? What was bigger than the flood? It was God. God is bigger than all of those things. And do you know what? God is bigger than your hardships. He is bigger than the problems that you will face. And God promises that He is with us, whether we're going through good times or hard times. So kids, I hope that you thought that was really cool how big the ark was. But guess what? And what I always want you to remember is that God is bigger. He's bigger than the things that we have that are good things, like the ark, but He's also bigger than the biggest problems of life that we may face. And He calls us to depend on Him and trust in Him. That's exactly what Noah did when he was on the ark. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. We hope you have a really good day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.